Away and running. Slow to go with Spotted Bull, blazing speed from Bazoo today. And there goes C now to strike the front. And Pepe and Haywood, despite those long shot odds, is right there in the thick of it too. A length and a half down to Spotted Bull, who broke slow but is in fourth position past the 4.5 furlong pole. Mr. Pete with the money on has one beaten. And Creative Cloud under a loose rein is last of all. They go down to the 3.5, and C now continues to control the splits and shows the way by a dwindling neck. Bazoo is on the prowl in that second place position, and here comes Spotted Bull, looms an ominous presence in that third place position and takes dead aim on the leaders. And in fifth position, Mr. Pete has to do a lot better than that. They have 440 yards left to go. C now continues to control things and stalked every step of the way by Bazoo, and Spotted Bull continues a sweet rail skimming ride. Three of them across the track inside the final furlong. It's still C now with a flared nostril in front. Spotted Bull's trying to sneak on through. Wide outside for Bazoo. Mr. Pete is way too little too late. It's Spotted Bull's win. Spotted Bull has won it. First one to break the line, but there goes Underdog showing speed, and Brighthorn is also tossing that cap into the ring. And Classy Solution, the long shot, drives up on the inside. And WW Springtime is 5 wide in the opening furlong. Second last is Mondays with Mike, and What a Guy trails at the back of the pack, so the pace is swift. And Brighthorn leads the charge past the 4 furlong pole and has a neck to the good. Classy Solution stalks the roll in that second place position, and Underdog is right there too, but 3 wide entering the far turn run. WW Springtime's getting on track in that fourth place position. Now Tano, now near the backfield, needs to do a lot better with What a Guy scraping paint, and Mondays with Mike trails at the tail. Still plenty of chances here passing the quarter pole. Underdog 3 wide and Carroll's hands and shows the way. Classy Solution trying to outrun those odds, and here comes WW Springtime. In between rivals is Brighthorn. There's 4 across the track. There's a furlong left to go. Classy Solution is gutsy at the rail, but WW Springtime has all the momentum flying down the center of the track. And if you back the favorite, go to the window, you'll be the first in line. WW Springtime has won it. Away and running. Good speed from the outside from Color Crush, and there goes Uncorked to have an uncontested lead, and Lightress is right there too. Waterworks tries to squeeze on through between rivals in the early mix, and up against the rail is Ballycuta. Then Galilei is a patiently ridden fifth in front of Inanna's Quest, and Color Crush is wrangled back to be last of all. So there's no pace on, and Uncorked leads the charge and hugs that corner sweetly, and shows the way by a length and a half. Waterworks went a little wide around the first turn run, and Ballycuta continues to save a lot of ground from that rail draw. Lightress is out of trouble in that fourth place position in a paceless affair. Inanna's Quest was toey prior to the start. Galilei travels to the outside, and Color Crush is still last of all. So the slow fraction is benefiting Uncorked, who leads him down the back of the track. Shows the way by a dwindling neck. Waterworks is right there chasing the speed throughout. Continuing to stay at the rail is Ballycuta, and Lightress is right there in a position to challenge. Galilei starts to gather momentum but is wide entering the far turn. In Anna's Quest stays at the rail and Color Crush was never near. Inside 2.5 furlongs to go. Uncorked now starts to unleash the brakes. Still leads by a neck. Waterworks is right there, hounding step by step. Ballycuta rides that rail and Lightress goes too deep as they swing in. Uncorked has been this long-time leader. Ballycuta tries to close on in. Deep on the course, here comes Galilei. They're at the gap. Uncorked trying to stick and stay. Ballycuta trying to surge on past. Ballycuta gets on by. Ballycuta wins. Uncorked was second and Anna's Quest third. And up the rail came Color Crush. Away and running. Mystery Mo had a stumbling start, but King of Hollywood breaks as smooth as silk. Ain't Wasting Time is also chiming in, and Sesh is up the rail, passed by Golden Gully. Wide on the outside is Walkaway Joe. After a stumbling start, Mystery Mo is in a joint fourth place position, and Savvy Layla is last of the seven. 7/8 of a mile to go, and King of Hollywood has no excuses today. The pace is nice and relaxed with 6.5 furlongs to go and leads by a length and 3/4. Ain't Wasting Time is a ground-saving second, and deep on the course is Walkaway Joe to head Golden Gully for that third place position. Mystery Mo is traveling sweetly in fifth position. Another two back to Sesh, and last of the seven continues to be the gray Savvy Layla. They point towards the middle of the backstretch run, and Paco Lopez trying to slow pace the field, and King of Hollywood is the one who controls the splits. Ain't Wasting Time trying to give Carol her second win on the day is right there in a feisty mood, and up the rail comes Golden Gully. Deep on the track is Walkaway Joe. Mystery Mo is right there in the thick of it too. Sesh gets a couple of reminders to stay with the speed, and Savvy Layla's last of all. 3/8 of a mile to go, and King of Hollywood continues to glide along with a 3/4 of a length lead. Ain't Wasting Time is right now the only threat in second. Mystery Mo is trying to get on track after a stumbling start, and the others are going up and down like a merry-go-round as they turn for home. King of Hollywood, the strides are long, the strides are strong, and turns to the top of the stretch with a decisive lead. Ain't Wasting Time is flattening out. Mystery Mo is getting on track, and Walkaway Joe right now struggling to hold on to fourth, but at the 16th pole, King of Hollywood popped and didn't stop today. King of Hollywood crushed the opposition over. Away and running. Slow to go as nothing makes sense. Great speed today from Choose Love. In the center of the track, Ahsoka is showing some good early slip, and Sullivan Street is right there in a lovely position early on. In the mid-flight of the field includes Bet the House in one clear moment, and the rail belongs to Peacefire. Hopeful Cure also injects more pace at that solo leader as they go around the first turn, which is Choose Love. Near the backfield, we have Life and How You Live It in the House Orange, who goes very wide. In front of four riders, rivals, which is Kobe Smile, then Way Lucky, second last Louise Brooks, and a slow start leaves nothing makes sense with a lot of catching up to do. So they go down the backstretch, and the jockey on the 3, Choose Love, tries to wrangle that speed, but gets a fresh challenge on the outside from Hopeful Cure, and Hopeful Cure now tries to engage on the leader, and Choose Love is also right there in a position to challenge, and these two are 1-2 as they go down the backstretch run. Up the inside is Sullivan Street, and on the outside of that one is Ahsoka, who's in a prime position, and Life and How You Live It's coming with a big jump on the far outside. Clear Moment is right there too. Bet the House in the black cap starts to rev up on the far outside. They take the turn into the far turn. Louise Brooks now tosses that pink cap into the ring. Ray Lucky's in mid-flight in front of Peacefire. Passing that one, nothing makes sense. Then Kobe Smile, and tailing off at the back of the pack was Choose Love. They get ready to pass the quarter pole, and Hopeful Cure tries to kick for home. Deep on the track, here comes Louise Brooks with all kinds of momentum. The rail belongs to Sullivan Street, and they're into the stretch. Louise Brooks has that outside momentum. Sullivan Street trying to squeeze on through. Hopeful Cure hasn't waved the white flag yet. Flying late as nothing makes sense. Here's the result. Louise Brooks has won it. Away and running. Blazing speed from Award Wanted today as one of the longest shots on the board. But Traverse is right there keeping the long shot company. And the lead goes to Traverse. Award Wanted stays towards that rail, and Tap the Faith is throwing that head right around. And Morty Matcha stays at the rail with the money on. And last of all is Hybrid Eclipse, who's gone very wide. So Tap the Faith in that third place position is extremely rank. And in the meantime, up front is Award Wanted and Traverse. So Traverse puts that neck in front under a slow pace to develop, and Award Wanted yields that lead to that rival in second. Morty Matcha, she tracks the speed from that third place position, and Tap the Fates trying to get the settled relax under Carol's hands in fourth, and last of all is Hybrid Eclipse. They pass the 5 furlong point, and these two ladies trade jabs. Award Wanted takes the trail up the rail, and Traverse is right there, not letting her go down without a fight. Tap the Fate puts a nose in front of third, while Paco steers Morty Matcha right behind the speed, and Hybrid Eclipse is still last of all. 3.5 furlongs to go. Award Wanted trying to have upset on her mind today. Traverse hasn't waved the white flag yet, and Morty Matcha looms a threat now up the inside. Tap the Fate needs to do better, and Hybrid Eclipse is tacking on too. There's a quarter of a mile to go in the Obeah Stakes, and Award Wanted's 18-1. Morty Matcha continues to give game chase, and they're into the stretch. Award Wanted has slipped away to a 2-length lead. Morty Matcha trying to bridge that divide ever so slowly, but Award Wanted is bringing her A game to the table today. Morty Matcha getting on track in the final 16th of a mile. Award Wanted drifting. Morty Matcha lifting late. Award Wanted in a win photo with Morty Matcha in the Obeah Stakes. Away and running. Slow to go was Sir Tear. Good rail speed from Ready Reward. There's the speed of Boca Guy. And 7 was sent from that outside barrier. And Honor My World had to check just slightly as they get ready to pass the stands. In that fourth place position now is Honor My World. And on the inside is Boom Boom Kaboom. Mayor Remo's going to be caught deep on the track while Grecian Pharaoh enjoys a lovely trail in front of three rivals early, which is Reconvened and Boca Guy. And last of all is Unorthodox. Around the first turn they go. Ready Reward sets the tempo here, and Boca Guy is right there too. And 7 now takes the outright lead. So 7 leads the charge down the back of the track, and Boca Guy came away in second. In between rivals is Boom Boom Kaboom, and Ready Reward had a steady entering the first turn run. Honor My World to try to take that third place position away. They're stacked 3 across the course. Another stack of 3, which is Reconvene and Grecian Pharaoh. Deep on the track is Mayor Remo. Second last is Sir Tear, and last of all is Unorthodox. The field starts to stack up with 3 furlongs to go. Boca Guy, he calls the shot. 7 is not going down without a fight. Ready Reward is looking for the out. Honor My World is 3 wide, but starts a steady advance, and Grecian Pharaoh starts to pick him up one by one. There's a quarter to go, and Boca Guy is bracing for the onslaught of challengers, which include Ready Reward. Homeward bound now, and Boca Guy had first run. Ready Reward is ready to roll. Erupting latest Sir Tear down the wide outside. 3 across the course at the gap, and Ready Reward pads that lead. Sir Tear is ducking in, but getting closer. Here comes Sir Tear with a final lunge. Sir Tear in a photo with Ready Reward in the 7th of the day. Away and running. Blazing speed from Minister Quinn today. But Estilo Classico taps on the speed as well, and so does Rye Risky. Those are the 3 in the opening half furlong. Fleets Bay came away all by himself in 4th, and towards the inside is Cedar Creek in that 5th place position. Boyd's Band is a rated 6 with Get Them Digits, and Cup Matches last of all. 3.5 furlongs to go, and Minister Quinn has no excuses today. Drifts off the rail a little bit, but kicks away by 3. Estilo Classico takes up the chase in the white cap, a joint second. Why Risky rides that rail. City Creek is starting a big move on the far outside, so is Fleets Bay, and Get Them Digits is looping up on the far outside. There's a quarter to go. Minister Quinn continues to call the shots, but City Creek is ready to take him on at the top of the stretch. Minister Quinn has amassed a 3-length lead. City Creek continues to chase in second. Up the rail is Cup Match, and Get Them Digits moves into 4th, but Minister Quinn popped and didn't stop today, and the money was spot on. Minister Quinn is a 2-1 winner. Second place is a photo. Could go either way between Cup Match and City Creek. Both